Alright, so it's now time for another pickup video. And as you can see, I really didn't pick up too much, but what I picked up is definitely good stuff. Stuff that I really wanted. And I mean, I gotta be honest with you guys, I restrained myself from going to the thrift stores this past week. And if you missed my last week's video, the reason being is my girlfriend and I were going to Paris. And, we've just paid off the flight. So, we still have to book our tours and pay for hotel as well. So that trip's in October, and something I'm looking forward to. We're going to be doing a lot of tours, and like I said, we're going to be doing paying for these tours in the coming weeks. So a couple tours that we have in mind right now are the Eiffel Tower tour. We're doing a city tour, obviously, the Louvre. We're actually doing a full day Normandy tour, so we get to see the beaches and battlefields of World War II. And for me, obviously being a big World War II buff, that is going to be the highlight, I think, of the tours, anyways, for me. You never know, though. There may be something else I, enjoy more. But I mean, going by the way I am, that's probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most. So we're also doing a chocolate tour. So maybe that'll be actually topping the Normandy one. Who knows? So, anyways, that's coming up in October, and something to look forward to. So, anyways, I'm sure you're not here for my Paris tour, but we'll definitely have some footage later on, like I said, and we'll see how it goes. So, anyways, let's get into the actual pickups for the week. Very first thing I picked up at Cash Converters is a copy of Doom 3, the limited collector's edition. And the reason I picked this up is because it came with a slip sleeve and there was not one dent or a single bit of rust on the case itself. So, and then, I have this already, but, for the price they were asking, it was definitely worth it, I found. I ended up paying $3 for this, taxes in, so, for $3, I definitely didn't want to leave this there. Next at a Valley Village, I picked up Need for Speed High Stakes, and I picked this up just because it brings back memories of my sister and I. And when I was a kid, I would be gaming a little bit, and she would, well, not a kid, jeez, I always say kid, but I wasn't a kid at the time. I was probably about 19, 20 when this came out, and basically she's 8 years younger than I am, and she would watch me be playing this all the time, and she'd want to show some interest in playing different games. So I went out for Christmas one year, and I ended up picking up Need for Speed High Stakes for her, thinking that, okay, maybe she's getting into gaming, who knows, whatever. Turns out I ended up playing this more than she did, so I definitely have fond memories of playing this. It's definitely a good game. So, but I ended up basically taking it from her and played it more than she did, like I said. So when I saw it sitting there, I had to pick it up. Canadian Retro actually sent me a picture and said, any of these PC games good for you? And initially I said no, but I ended up going down in that area, and I saw it in person, and this thing's in mint condition, and a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but like I said, it has nostalgia value for me. So ended up paying $6 for this complete in box, and I'm just adding it to collection because of that. So also while I was there, I picked up Family Feud on the NES complete in box. I don't know why. It was just complete in box. That's really the only reason why. You really don't see these complete in box games too often. So when I saw it, I initially saw it, and it was in the case, and I asked the lady to look at it, and saw it was complete and all that, and I looked at the back, and it was $10, and I was like, let me think about it. So I walked around, and I ended up finding the Need for Speed game, and then I was kind of thinking about it a little bit more, and figured, just because it's complete in box, I'll pick it up. So I went back to the case, and the lady kind of laughed. "Oh, you're back for this, eh?" And I said, "Yep." And yeah, I picked it up for $10. So next up is Age of Empires: The Age of Kings, and this is a game I currently already have. I picked this up just because I wanted the box for it, and this is one of the games that I put uh, hundreds of hours into, especially playing online. Um, I initially picked it up shortly after it came out. Actually, I was seeing it at different game stores, and the cover looked really interesting to me. I never played a game like this before, so I picked it up, and I was kind of in. At that time of my life, I was kind of just experimenting in PC gaming and trying different things out, kind of like I did when I was younger. Oh, if something looks good, maybe I'll try it out. Maybe it's good. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. And this game I was definitely right about. It had an interesting cover, and that's really all I knew about it. So at the time, I didn't even have the internet. So I was just going by the cover and the screenshots in the back. So like I said, I put in hundreds of hours into this, if not thousands. And I used to play this all day long on GameSpy. I'd be on there all the time. I was actually pretty good at it at one point. Play it now, and I'm okay. I'm not too bad. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I mean that's to be expected. But definitely, it brings back fond memories to me. So, got this on eBay, and the guy had it listed at $7 plus $3.50 shipping. So a total of 15, or sorry, not 15, $10.50. And he had the option to make an offer. Well, I put in an offer of $6 with $3.50 shipping, so it saves me a buck. Really didn't really mean too much to me, but I just wanted to see if he'd take it, and sure enough, he did not. So, after he rejected the offer, I said, I'm just going to buy it, just because he said it was in like new condition, and that's what I wanted. So I ended up paying $10.50 for this shipping in. So. Definitely happy to have this, and I'm happy that this is actually in the shape he described. So it's in like new condition. Everything is in there, and everything's in perfect shape. So, anyways, moving on. As a lot of you picked up, I picked up Mario Kart 8 as well, and I don't even have a Wii U yet. So the reason I picked this up is last year at E3, the Future Shop had this deal where if you buy it's like 5 games, you save 20% or 30% or something like that. Something really ridiculous. And that was before they increased the price of the Canadian dollar. Or sorry, increased the price of the games because of the Canadian dollar. And jacked it up. So I ended up getting this for $40 plus tax. So it ended up being $45, taxes in. It's one of those things where you just can't turn it down. And, at the time, we weren't even thinking of games going up in price because of the Canadian dollar. So even, if it was priced at $59.99, that would still be a good deal, getting it at $40 or 45 taxes in. Now they price these games $65 to $70 a game. So I definitely feel I got a good deal on this, even though I don't have a Wii U yet. So, but like I said, in my previous video, I'm looking to get a Wii U. Probably, I'm really hoping they're announcing a price drop on the Wii U at E3, and if they do, then I'll be jumping in. And I think that's it about this one. I know I've seen a lot of footage so far about this game. Everyone's uploading footage of Mario Kart 8, so it looks good though, I'll tell you that much. And the last game I picked up, and obviously it's a collector's edition, Watch Dogs. This is something I also pre-ordered before they increased the price of games because of the Canadian dollar. So I ended up getting this at Best Buy. And I got this for $116. So 116. and the price now goes for about 130 before tax. So they definitely had a good deal on it. I've started playing this, and I gotta say this game is really, really good. Um, the story's interesting. It's an open world game, like a GTA game. I think it's better than, well, I think the driving mechanics are better than what you'd find in GTA. The controls to the cars definitely seem a lot tighter, and it's easier to get around and outrun people. So it's definitely worth a pickup. I did have someone hack me already, and I'm about maybe an hour and a half in, so I'm not too far in yet. I had someone hack me already, and if you guys don't know what that means is, if you're playing a game, you're going to your next mission. Basically what happened to me was the main character basically said, this mission can hold on for a second. There's someone trying to get into I don't know exactly what he said, into our game, or someone's hacking us basically. And what made this fun is actually, the first part of it was I had to find out who this guy was. So there was a kind of a bubble and a timer going at the top saying he's somewhere in this vicinity. You have 1 minute to find him and kill him, basically. So as the timer went down, the bubble got smaller to help you find him. And eventually I just saw this guy running across. And obviously it's him. No other, non-playable characters would be running. So when I see someone running, I know it's him. I chased after him. He hopped into a car. So I hopped into a car to chase him. Now, this game has a lot to do with hacking. So this guy started hacking the streetlights to cause accidents. And, while I'm driving, I'm seeing he's doing this. So I ended up hacking the streetlights back so that it would stop them from coming. That way I can get through safely. Ended up making the guy crash. And he flew out of his car. I really made him crash badly, and he flew out of his car. And all I saw was him lying on the ground. And got out of my car, walked up to him, and one bullet straight to his head. And he was dead. So it was really fun and really exciting to play through. And that's not even part of the game. So what I've played so far, definitely, even the single player part of it, is a lot of fun. A lot of hacking and challenging little puzzles there with the cameras and all that. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this pretty soon. Probably in the next 2 weeks this will be done. And I don't know if you want me to do some kind of review or whatever I can do. I'm open to doing these reviews. I'm looking at actually getting a capture card and taking recommendations. Actually, I spoke to Canadian Retro, and he recently purchased one as well. And he mentioned that he didn't really give it a fair shot. So if anyone has any recommendations on a cheap capture card that I can film some stuff, I'm looking at I guess making the channel a little bit different. So that'll come in time. But anyways, that is actually it for the pickups right now. And I'm actually surprised. So far, 14 minutes on 6 games. But hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, take care.